Well, it's 11 o'clock here in the bustling burg of Cedarburg, Wisconsin, and this is the Jack Henke Show on CPL Radio, a sort of podcasty, streamy, video-y sort of thing. And what we're going to do first is play a theme song, and then we'll be back to introduce our guests. Thanks for stopping by.
Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
No, it's where's Jack? Because he's not here today. He is off doing things and hopefully staying on the right side of the law. We don't know. We hope for the best. Our guest today, we have in the midst of all kinds of construction that hopefully won't impede on our conversation, we have Pastor Alexis Twito from the big Advent Church over there on Washington. You all know it. Your doggies know it. They come by and drink water all the time, I'm sure. And we have Dale Wallow is here as well. Hi, we're a little herky-jerky there. Yeah, a little internet hiccup. We'll fight through. I blame the construction.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah. Me too.
If anything goes wrong in this show, we're just going to blame the construction for the whole thing. So that's good.
The whole thing.
Of course.
Absolutely. We have our big Wine and Harvest Fest coming up, and I bet you all know that because of the sudden sprouting like flowers of porta potties downtown. So that immediately
everywhere, and no parking signs.
And no parking. Exactly. And every year, you guys do some pretty wonderful stuff over there at your church, and why don't you fill us in on kind of what you're up to for this year's Wine Harvest?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you very much for having us on. And,
always a pleasure.
Back in the day, I remember there was this reggae song that went, I got no money, I got no car, I got no food, I got no this, but I got reggae, okay, and that's Jamaica, okay, but the thing is about Haiti is they don't even have reggae. Yeah. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Haiti and what's going on, the current situation down there.
For sure.
And the fact why, first of all, let's talk about children. There are quite literally tens of thousands of children who live on the streets. And many of these kids have been swept up by the gangs to become gang members, or they have been turned into, child prostitutes, and there's human trafficking going on all over Haiti. Yeah. It is a situation, if you can imagine, a country that has no laws right now, has no police force to enforce anything. Haiti, I've been to Haiti numerous times. For example, there isn't even street signs that will tell you what street you're on. There's no public sanitation. And I'm painting obviously a very bleak picture of a country, but it's also a country that is incredibly resilient. And the people down there have learned to cope with what nature has thrown them, cope with their non-existent government has thrown them. And it's quite frankly a terrible situation. Yeah. Well, about 18 years ago, I was approached by a colleague, a person I called on professionally, and she asked, do you think Advent would be interested in hearing about an orphanage? I said, I don't know, call up Giannis, who was our pastor at the time. So Sure. She did, and came in about 6 weeks later, and we raised $800 for the orphanage. And I and another couple kind of became de facto fundraisers for this orphanage. And they went down, I went down, numerous people from our church have gone down to Haiti and to make sure, is money being spent properly, is this up and up, etc. So I fell in love with the kids. I did, when a little girl, your first time down there goes, Daddy Dale, sit here. And I just my heart just broke. Okay. Yeah. And I have carried a very special place in my heart ever since I first went down. And
As long as you've been doing this, Dale, and everyone from your church, so you've really had a chance to get a long view, certainly a 15-year view of the trajectory of Haiti. And as you say, it doesn't sound like it's been an upward trajectory, more of a other direction, right?
exactly.
We haven't, as a congregation, we used to have mission trips going regularly, but COVID threw the last scheduled planned trip. COVID threw a monkey wrench in, and then in 2022, I think it was, the State Department issued a no travel
Right.
ban against Haiti. And
For sure.
so, unfortunately, we haven't been able to be there in person.
Yeah.
But we do everything we can to maintain relationships. They send us videos. We just recorded a video this past Sunday that we're going to send down to them. Our Sunday school kids have sent them letters and bracelets, and we send down care packages. And
That's great.
we try to maintain that relationship, but the political situation has been such that we haven't been able to safely go down ourselves, which is heartbreaking for
Sure.
us who would love to be on the ground. And so, yeah, it's a tough situation right now.
No, without a doubt. Yeah.
What has been absolutely wonderful about this church, and we have other people who are been supportive of us as well, is that they have been so incredibly generous in terms of their time
Mhm.
and their funds
Yeah.
that have donated to the orphanage. And we have a responsibility to manage that money properly. And of interest, 100% of everything that we raise goes down there. There are no administrative costs. It is 100% goes to the children. And
Yeah.
it has been, I mean, right now, we've got a full basement of stuff. Okay. Now I got to make my sales pitch. I got to make my sales pitch for this.
Here
one.
comes.
And we've been working really hard this week. Okay. People have been bringing in all kinds of stuff, and we have some great bargains, absolutely great bargains for you. Okay. So, come on down and, see what we got, as well as we have a lot of things that are going on. We're going to have meal deals for hot dogs and stuff that is, very, very reasonable. And we're making this great cider spritz. Okay, that is
Non-alcoholic.
non-alcoholic. It's just absolutely wonderful.
It's really
okay.
good.
Guess what I used to do for a living?
So say Crazy Eddie, whose prices are insane.
It's Crazy Dale.
So as we have been doing during Wine and Harvest Festival, our church is hosting a rummage sale. It'll be both days during the festival, Saturday and Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then we also have, for those who don't like to travel into the city during the festival, we also have the rummage open on Monday from 9 a.m. to 2.
Yeah.
And so there's lots of opportunities. There's so many good things. We also have some bigger items because of the construction our church is going under. Some of our larger items we can't display, and those are being sold on Facebook Marketplace. So there's so many different options.
Excellent.
Our goal this year for the church, for all of our presence at the festivals, has been to try to create a hospitable space for families. So this year we're going to have tables and chairs set out. So we invite families to come, grab some food, grab the meal deal is a hot dog, one of our cider spritz drinks, and a bag of chips for $10.
There we go.
And so you can feed a family of 4 for under $50, which is not easy to do at the festival. And that is right. And we have baked goods. We're gonna have a prize wheel. We got tons of great prizes. Everyone's a winner. And then come in. There's so many treasures down there. I'm just like, every time I walk around down there, I see it. My husband always tells me, "Don't come home with more stuff than we brought this year." So, but I'm like, "Oh, but
It's a
this
circle
looks
of
nice."
life. you know?
Exactly. So, it's really they've done a wonderful job organizing this year, and
Yeah.
again, everything goes down to support Mabo,
That's great.
and that covers rent in our facility, which is a new thing. Maybe we'll tell you a little bit about why that's needed in a moment.
Yeah.
It covers salaries, it covers the food for the kids, supplies, all the necessary upkeep. I mean, it's really we help cover everything that they need. So,
Yeah.
but we didn't used to have rent, but a couple of years ago, when the situation got pretty bad, we had to make a hard choice. Do you want to tell them about that, Dale?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please.
we were in a facility that was owned by the Lutheran Church of Haiti.
Mhm.
And what happened was the gang started to infiltrate. We were about 25 miles west of downtown Port-au-Prince in
Mhm.
Cuisier. And as the gang started to infiltrate west from Port-au-Prince, our director said, we've got to get these kids out.
Yeah.
And this is a little over a year ago. And so how do we get these kids out? Because there's roadblocks on all the major roads where the gang stop people
Yeah.
and kidnap them, take their vehicle, whatever.
Yeah.
So what we did was they came up with the idea, and I thought it was brilliant, that they rented this beat to crap dump truck, okay, that they had holes in it or whatever, okay, and they all the kids in the dump shit. No, he's back. Anyway, this was about 2 days before Christmas a year ago, and they made it through. And all
Yeah.
the kids were like, "Oh,
Yeah. Whole different meaning of a silent night. I mean, they had to be silent to be
Wow.
safe and get out to their new location.
And that was my biggest Christmas gift, was
Yeah.
that they made it out and got safe. However, we rented this place, and now we have to pay the rent, and
Yeah.
that's what this is going to do. Our rent is $16,000 for the next year, and we have to
Okay.
pay it. And so that's our goal.
Yeah.
Is to raise $16,000, and we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We are going to do it.
And the weather looks iffy, but guess what? Our rummage sale happens inside, friends. So come on out. We have a nice place. You can still get some treats inside.
Yeah.
You do some good shopping. So it's going to go on rain or shine. And we will help keep a space for your umbrellas if you need them. But we really do hope the community will come out. Cedarburg has been such a generous community and always is when there's a cause and there's a need. And,
for sure. Yeah.
And so we have been so grateful for all the support over the last years. This year, our financial goal is a little bit higher than maybe other years because of this rent.
For sure.
Increase. But we hope that you will, come on out, Cedarburg. And if you ever want to learn more about Mabo, you can always go to our website, which has a outreach tab, and under there it says Mabo Children's Home, and that can lead you to information about the home and the kids. At this year at the festival, we'll have poster boards all throughout our space that will have photographs and bios of the current students. So
great. Okay.
About some of our kiddos, and we just want to do everything that we can to help give these kids a leg up. I mean, some of these kids are proper orphans. They don't have a place to go. Others are children of families who just couldn't afford them. Maybe they are, the seventh or eighth kid in the family, and the family just needed the extra support. And our goal, is to help empower these kids, educate them, empower them. And they have this I came into this only in the last 5 years, but I've heard these stories of kids who's grown up and now they're helping with the orphanage. And for a little while we had a vocational school and we were giving them proper trade training. And, it's really an incredible organization that I'm so glad I got brought into when I became pastor here. And this, you'll never feel so good shopping as knowing that 100% of everything that you purchase is going to go, and that includes not just the rummage. Again, 100% of all the baked goods, 100% of the raffle game prize, 100% of the hot dog meal deals, everything we do. It's all going to go to support the staff, this organization, and these kids. So
Great.
I
Yeah.
hope everybody will come on out.
That's fantastic.
Fun.
And it's fun.
Absolutely a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I, just want to parrot a little bit what Pastor just said, and that is we have been incredibly grateful to Cedarburg, their citizens, their visitors, for the support they have given. And there are so many times when people will come up and just give us money and say, I don't want a snow cone. I don't want a bottle of water. I don't here. This is for you. And I really appreciate, which tells me that our country has so many wonderful people in spite of all the horrible news that we get on TV or in the newspaper or whatever. Okay. But we have people who are incredibly generous. And for that, I am incredibly grateful. And
Well,
so this weekend, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the festival, Advent Lutheran Church. Because of construction, you got to come in down the at the prayer garden door. But check us out. We're also here on Monday. And we hope to see you guys out there.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
Remember, bargains galore. Bargains galore. Come on down.
Dale, I got a rusty car in my backyard on cinder blocks. I wonder if you could sell that for me. I need to move it somehow, and you seem like the guy to do it.
You clean it, he'll sell it.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I didn't know that. We'll talk. Anyway, well, you're right. It is good to hear about the good things that we humans and Americans and people can do, and so I'm glad they can come to the CPL radio network to hear the good stuff. So, and what you guys are doing is definitely the good stuff. And we appreciate that too. It's really, it's a great mission. So it's a great mission. So, all right. That is the Jackless Jack Henke show. And this was great, by the way. I have to work with him every week, and I consider this week a vacation. So it's wonderful having you.
Sorry, Jack. We missed you.
I'll pass that on to him. Anyway, having wonderful people. Thank you, Pastor Alexis, and thank you, Dale. It was wonderful to see you guys again. All right. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care, everybody.
Yep.
Go see them. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.